Well, the truth is we are all this already. I mean, what I am is what you are, is what he is what she is. You know, underneath our thoughts, our feelings, our stories, our histories, our nationalities, our beliefs, our religions, the color of our skin, the color of our hair. Underneath all of that, all the games we play, the masks, the roles, we are already, all of us are already the same presence, the same consciousness, the same ocean. Seemingly different, separate waves, but underneath we're all the same ocean of consciousness. So in that sense, no one becomes this. No one reaches this. We are all already this. Not all of us always remember. I think it's a question of remembering. It's not a question of becoming. It's a question of remembering who you are, not becoming, but remembering. I think that's a really important distinction. It's not something that will happen. It's not something that happens. It's more like a remembering of what is already happening. So it's a really important distinction. Already. So, of course, many people that I meet, many people watching this interview will have gone through or will be going through some kind of crisis. Some people like me reach a point of just extreme breakdown and depression and wanting to die. Complete disillusionment with the world, disillusionment with all the promises I've been made, disillusionment with all the teachings of enlightenment, complete disillusionment. So my story was quite extreme. My suffering had been so extreme. Not everyone has to go through some big breakdown, some huge dark night of the soul. Many people do. I think everyone suffers to an extent, though. I've never met anyone who hasn't suffered to an extent and hasn't felt some stress or depression, anxiety, or who hasn't come to question. I think life in so many different ways, big ways and in small ways, brings us to this question, who am I? Mm-hmm. So I think in the end, whether we go through a huge breakdown or we just get to this point where nothing really makes sense anymore, and I just feel something's missing. I work hard. I have enough money. I've done all these things that were supposed to make me happy, and yet something strange, something's missing. And I think it's a very precious time when you begin to become a little bit disillusioned with your life. I think that's wonderful. Mm-hmm. I love it when people become disillusioned with their lives, because that can really be the beginning of being drawn into this sacred question: who am I? On the deepest level, who am I? Am I who I thought I was? Am I my job? Am I my bank account? Am I the certificates on my wall? My worldly successes or failures? Is that who I really am? So I think through crisis, big or small, we're all eventually drawn to this question: who am I? Who am I? What's my true nature? And what's the true source of happiness? That's really the question. The question, who am I, is really the same question. What's the true source of happiness? Does happiness come from outside of me? Does love as well? Does love come from outside of me? Is it something that I have to strive for, work hard for, beg for? Do I have to deserve it? Am I worth it? Does happiness come from outside? Or, and this is where this teaching comes in, is happiness something that's actually more deeply rooted in presence? Is that the true source of happiness, our own presence, our own sense of being alive?